What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome back to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the coin shop, but more specifically, we're going to be talking about Red Howzer, who is currently on sale inside the golden coin shop, because I know a lot of people have been hoarding gems because they skipped the global launch banner. Some people might argue that they should still continue to save those gems, but I digress. It cannot be debated that people are finally starting to spend their gems, which means they are starting to accrue golden coins. So the question has got to come up. FG. Should I spend my golden coins to buy Red Howzer? Now, before we get into that, let's actually talk about the system just in case you guys are new to the game. As you pull duplicates in this game, you do have the option to convert those duplicates into coins. Those coins can then be used in the shop to buy characters that you actually want. Now, my opinion is this. You definitely only want to buy characters that are currently on sale. Maybe, just maybe, you buy a character that's full price because you just missed the rotation and you don't want to wait for the schedule to come back around for the character that you really want. So let's say you just start the game and you wanted Hellbrim and you don't want to wait for it to go all the way back around. Maybe, just maybe, but I would argue just kind of plan for the characters that are going to be on sale today or in the future. That way you kind of save what golden coins you do have. So that's number one. Number two, should you convert duplicates to golden coins in the first place? That's a different type of question as well. And there's actually no black and white answer because these golden coins are your duplicates, and duplicates can be used on your characters to increase their power as well. So let's go ahead and use Hellbrim as a quick example on why you may or may not want to convert your SR characters or lower rarity characters into coins. So let's take Hellbrim for example here. If we click on him, we can see his associations, and as you guys can see, he does have a team up ultimate with Gustav. Gustav is just an SR character. Now, obviously, once you have one copy of Gustav, he's useful. You can definitely use him in things like Red Demon Raid, which we saw him have very high value in those raids. However, he can actually be even stronger. So as you increase his ultimate power, he then provides more and more passive stats to his main character. So for example, if my Gustav had a level 6 ultimate right over here, that would mean that he would provide even more passive stats to my Hellbrim. So I don't necessarily always want to convert my duplicates into coins. It really depends on which characters I'm using as mains. It's very discretionary. You're really gonna have to kind of take it as it is. But for the most part, if it's a character that you're not using, or if it's a character that you don't plan on using, or if it's a character that you've already max duped out, then yes, those characters are definitely safe to convert into gold coins, and then using those gold coins on characters that are on sale. Bringing us back to the very point of the video, ladies and gentlemen, Red Howzer. Do I think you should buy this character with your gold coins? Absolutely. If you are looking for a very good farming character, Howzer is your man. So here's my Howzer here. He's basically maxed out as far as levels and awakening. His equipment needs work. That's always going to be a work in progress, but this will still give us an idea of what Howzer is like once we jump into gameplay. I also grabbed an SSR weapon for him as well, because like I said, farming for me is something that I'm focusing on currently, so I want to be able to farm as fast and as efficiently as possible. So what makes him a good farmer? So his number one, AoE, right, with Pierce as well. 3 times Pierce on his number one. On his number two, AoE, with 2 times crit chance. His number three, AoE, along with a team up with Gil Thunder. So this is going to be the type of character that's very good at clearing waves and just trying to get you through the farming as efficiently, as fast as possible. His unique over here also gives human allies an additional 8% stats. So you want to combine him with other farmers that are human as well to kind of just really maximize your farming potential. So let's go ahead and take him into combat. What we're going to do, we're going to bring him into a stage that's very advantageous to him, and then we're going to take him to a stage that has a little bit more elemental type, so you can kind of see how he functions when he doesn't always have the advantage. So we're also going to have some Chicken Mantango running as well. That provides 10% attack boost. And we also have Hellbrim, which is also going to provide some attack boosts in addition to that. So this is going to give Howzer kind of his best opportunity to kind of show what he's all about. All right. So let's get this started. And as you guys can see, I do have him in my number one slot here. This is going to give you your only opportunity to get a turn 1 2-star card on turn 1. So if you guys are not familiar, whoever is in your number 1 slot is the only character in the very first round to have the opportunity to have a 2-star card to start off. So let's do it this way. We're gonna go ahead and do Hellbrim to boost, move that out of the way, and then here we go. Good old Red Howzer. So this is what Red Howzer is all about. Just clearing out waves. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen every single time, and the AI isn't always going to perfectly grab what you need. But as long as he's in your number 1 slot, this is going to give you the highest opportunity to get that 2-star card to basically just clear out the wave. So let's go ahead and keep it moving here. We don't really need AOE here, so hey, what about a little bit of Slater action? Let's throw Slater in there too. Slater's actually a really good water farmer. He's actually a pretty good like boss battle farmer too as well, because you guys know how boss battles are. They have like a mix of different elemental types, so he's definitely good there as well. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're just gonna keep on keeping on here, and let's just burn out some of these cards here. That way you can get a few more RNG cards on this next round. But yeah, this is what Red Howzer is all about. He's about farm, farm, farm. And you really have to kind of make the decision on yourself. What do you want to focus on? Because early on, you're not going to be able to level up all the things. And let's go ahead and take a look at his team up ultimate as well. And why not? Let's go ahead and take a look at, yeah, let's do some of that. I love Slater's voice actor. I told you. But like I was saying, early on in the game when you have limited resources, you really have to decide what you want to focus on first. Do you want to build a farming team first? Do you want to build a PvP team first? Do you want to build a deathmatch team first? Or, hold on, be quiet, FG. Those are things that you have to decide very early on, because like I said, you don't have all the resources in the world, or maybe what you want to do instead is maybe build a character that has a little bit of overlap, something like a Blue King where you can use in PvP and deathmatch, or like a Hunter Slater, for example, once again, that's very good in deathmatch as well as PvP. Howzer is a farmer. He's a farmer, he's a farmer, he's a farmer. So if you're really concerned about trying to get as many awakening materials as fast as you possibly can, then go for a Howzer. Let's do a little bit more Howzer action here before we end this off. Because yes, you can always farm overnight while you're sleeping, but that's limited, right? Awakening materials in this game are spread around so many different stages. It's not really a smart idea to burn all your stamina on just one stage as you're grinding all night. That's just not optimal. You really want to kind of bounce around and grind different things depending on what your needs are. So the majority of your farming in this game is going to be when you're alive, active, and watching the game, when you're awake, all right? So if you're awake and you're farming, you definitely want to have the most efficient farm as you possibly can. You want it to be as fast as it can possibly can. So in my opinion, yes, Red Howzer is a definitely good character to have, but once again, it really depends on what you're trying to do when you first start off. So let's go ahead and jump into one of these boss battles here as well. We'll go ahead and do this hard one because at the moment, as far as farming for me, I can beat the extreme stages, but I can't really farm them just right. I'll get there. I just need to tweak up my Hellbrim just a little bit and it should be fine. But we'll go ahead and throw this on auto so you can kind of see what the AI will do. Waifu crew representing. So once again, as you guys can see right over here, I did not get a turn 1 2-star card, which like I said, is going to happen sometimes. Looks like the AI is going to prioritize a little bit of poison action, a little bit of Slater, but that's okay. Slater with the one-shot. If you guys are not familiar with Slater over here, this guy has this insane ability of just crit insanity. And I know, and the JP players are gonna come for me. I know, don't come for me, please, don't at me. And I know everyone's like, build attack, build attack, build attack. I feel like I'm gonna build crit damage on Slater. I know my RPG-ness just will not let me not build crit damage on a character that has innate crit chance. Like, it just feels right. But I don't know, we'll see. Look at my boy Howzer, by the way. This video is about him and not Slater. But yeah, pretty good character. So if you want kind of my long, short version of the video, yes, Red Howzer, absolutely worth it. You're going to be farming while you're awake a lot of the times. Why not make it as fast as you possibly can? Especially on awakening stages that tend to have a lot weaker mobs. He's just going to rip through awakening stages. So if you really are trying to, like, you know how it is. There's always some awakening material that you're short on. Howzer is just going to blow through that kind of stuff. Look at that. Red Howzer, ladies and gentlemen, get you one. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, my name is FG3000. This has been a look at Red Howzer. Whoa, look at that. I literally got an instant deathmatch. What if I wanted to farm that stage a little longer? Game. Man, I tell you. But yeah, Gray Demon is here. I finished chapter 6. It was so much fun. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to tell you a little bit more about that a little bit later. And of course, we did get our guild set up here. More to come on this once we actually get rank 3 of our knighthood. My goodness, this loading screen. Remember when I said yesterday that that other screen was the best loading screen? There's some competition. But more to come on guilds, aka knighthoods, a little bit later. But if you want to just kind of a sneak peek, this is what your knighthood base looks like. And you can see all of your offline members here as well, just kind of hanging out. So very, very cool. Once again, my name is FG3000. This is the Waifu Crew. This is 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later. Get you a red Howzer.